can climb. Give me a mountain to move, and I'll prove that it's a very special day. I woke up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day. I woke up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day.
A very special day. It's a finally Friday, a fantastic Friday, maybe just a little freaky Friday, rainy Friday. That means my partner, my co-host this morning is Holly Thompson with Salem Crossing. Good morning, Holly.
Good morning.
Happy Friday.
Yay.
Yay, right?
6 days to Thanksgiving, 7 days to Black Friday shopping.
Look at you.
Yeah.
The countdown is on.
It's on.
All right. I'm excited about that. And
Trees are up, not decorated, but they're up.
hey, that's part of the process. So have you been taking the limbs and what do you call it? Like
Fluffing.
Have you
Yes.
been fluffing? That's
Yes.
a whole process.
Well, and I had to buy a new tree this year. I bought a really tiny, skinny, what they call pencil trees.
Yes.
Because I plan on having that dedicated to my mother this year.
How classy.
With all of her ornaments on it.
Oh.
And I bought her a crown topper for it. So that one, yep. So I have a new tree in the house this year.
I love that.
So yeah.
What color lights?
They're white.
Ah, classy.
But they also can do, because they're LED, so they can also do color.
Uh-huh.
But I like the classy white lights.
That was her.
Yeah,
that's
her.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. That's a great idea. And I
Yeah.
mean, for anybody, and we know that, we've all gone through, or I know I've gone through, adjusting, periods, and that's beautiful. That's very,
just my little memory.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, and the fluffing takes forever, and I always, so like I start off really good. I'm going to fluff this whole thing. I'm going to just stay here and just keep fluffing. And then I get so tired of fluffing.
Yes.
And then
it's just like, I just want to get the ornaments on and be done with this.
I know. You have
Yeah.
to have the patience of Job to be fluffing, to be the
Yes.
fluffer.
You
need,
really
like,
do.
every family needs the official fluffer.
Yes.
Someone that just like is there like, I don't want to, just gonna be stay the course.
That's right. Stay the course. Absolutely. Because that's not me.
Because you start from, the bottom, and then, and then, when it starts getting above your head, that's when you start like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can kind of, it happens.
I lose patience. And
I know.
It's just time. I'm like, once the ornaments get on, you're not going to be able to tell anyway. It's fine.
Right. Exactly.
fine.
Or if somebody calls and, then you start fluffing. You stop fluffing.
Yeah.
And then once you stop fluffing, it's hard to get back to fluffing.
Right.
Yeah.
It is. It is. It's hard.
All right. Let's thank our beautiful sponsors this morning.
We'd like to thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rose's, Fox Pearly Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Marshall Monuments, McAllister Lane Consulting, Springer and Springer Insurance, Schneck Hospital, and Temple & Temple. Thanks to our great sponsors.
Very thankful for them and appreciate all that they do. All right. And Thanksgiving, I guess let's talk about that coming up. I guess, what is your favorite? What is that dish that's got to be on the table for you for Thanksgiving?
Sweet potato casserole.
Sweet potato casserole. Okay.
Mhm.
I was like, what did you say?
Sweet potato casserole.
Okay, I gotcha. Ooh.
Yeah, that's one of my specialties that I've always been asked to take everywhere when I go to the family dinners.
What's the difference between like sweet potatoes and then sweet potato casserole? What's the casserole part?
Well, to me, sweet potatoes, I still put similar ingredients in it. I still put butter, I still put brown sugar, I still put that in it, marshmallows on top if you want. But the casserole is more like it to me. It has 3 layers. It has your potatoes that are kind of mashed a little bit, and it's got the butter and the brown sugar and stuff in it. But then you have a layer of brown sugar and nuts and flour and stuff like that on the layer to make it a crunchy layer, and then you add your marshmallows on top and brown them.
Hmm.
So
No, that's interesting. Now I do the I don't call it a casserole. I call it sweet potatoes. But I think I've told this before, apples, and put apples in with my sweet potatoes, and my family loves that.
Yeah,
So I'm
I love sweet potatoes.
yeah, they're good, and they're really like they're not a bad healthy. Of course, all that
Well,
butter,
the
sugar.
way I make them, they're extreme. It's more like a dessert the way
I
I
was gonna
make
say,
them.
yeah, it could almost be at the dessert table.
Yes, it could be at the dessert table.
Yeah, I know.
Instead of a sweet potato pie, you got sweet potato casserole.
I know. Yeah, and with that marshmallow, oh, have mercy though.
My sweet potato casserole
I
probably
forget
has
the
more
nuts.
calories than a sweet potato pie.
Yeah, I bet it sounds like it. What kind of nuts are you putting on there?
Pecans.
Pecan,
Always pecans.
pecans.
Any way you want to say them.
Oh, see, I
Yeah.
always forget those.
They're so good. Crush
Yeah.
them up, you know.
Yeah.
And I try to toast them just a little bit before I even add them in.
Are you toasting them in butter?
No, I just toast them on a cookie sheet. I just toast them to bring
Okay.
because it helps bring the oils and the flavor out when you toast the
Yeah.
nuts. And then I put them in there. And then if on the crunch topping part of it, they'll toast even more while they're baking in the oven with that. So
Yeah.
But I love all the fixings
Yeah.
for Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
go wrong.
Well, it was funny because Krista was talking and she was talking about her, what she's fixing, and everything was sides, like vegetables, and I was like, where's our bring on the meat?
Turkey and ham. We're doing turkey and ham this year.
Yeah. Right.
My stepbrother is doing the meats this year for me.
Hey, that's wonderful.
We're creating a new normal.
I love that.
For our
Yeah,
family.
absolutely.
We're creating a new normal. So yeah, different but the same this year.
Right. I like it when everybody brings like their specialty dishes or like what they really enjoy,
Yeah.
And
and my stepbrother, he makes a great smoked turkey.
Oh, those smoked turkeys are just like, right? Are those not the bomb diggity?
But last week we had like a Thanksgiving meal for our staff at our all staff meeting, and one of my nurse managers made fried turkey, deep fried turkey. Oh my gosh, that was so good and flavor. The seasoning she used, oh my gosh,
yeah,
so good.
I've had that before, and it is it is, and any of it I'm here for, right?
Yes.
It is, and then I'm not even mad about the traditional, just, what I mean?
No, I mean, that's what I usually make is traditional one.
Yeah,
and you got to season the bird good though.
Oh, absolutely.
And lots of butter.
Well, and I'm one of those that like will, what's it called? Like, brine it before. Yes. So I've done that before,
I don't brine mine. I usually just, I take a lot of softened butter and I put the butter underneath of all the skin to where it has that moisture, and then I also put it in a baking bag.
Oh yeah.
To keep that moisture in too.
Right.
So nobody likes a dry turkey.
No.
Except for me. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll eat a dry turkey. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm always happy when someone else cooks.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'm very excited. So so Thanksgiving, yes, I'm excited about that too coming up. And I do want to Holly and I are talking about, new normals and trying to figure out, how to adjust and just go change things up or change things a little different. But I do want to remind you too that if you are going to be by yourself or not going to cook, Mama Rose's is delivering those beautiful meals again.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh, I know. And they do the whole fixings and everything. And so all you have to do, or someone, maybe a neighbor or somebody that is not going to get out on Thanksgiving or have somewhere, Mama Rose will take great care of you.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's such a blessing. I think they did over 200 last year.
That's great.
Isn't that fantastic?
It is.
What a wonderful,
really
they said they love to do this
for a blessing for our community.
I know. Yeah. So, anyway, just a little bit of a reminder on that. Of course, today we know today's Friday and that buffet is starting.
Yeah.
Holly and I always talk about that.
The buffet.
Yes. And the crowd said yes. Also, Holly, we need to talk about, we do have a young man, missing man, and Robert and I want to say that I have talked with the authorities, and they are out searching for him. It's been very hard to get with the authorities because they are so busy out.
Yeah.
And I want to thank them. And I think, sometimes, everybody, the prayer, I think, we as a community, what we can do is pray. If there's something we hear or see, definitely report. But I think, that the authorities, I just want everyone to know how much what they're doing and how intense they are. And I feel like sometimes we don't see it, and if they're not talking to us, we don't know it. But the reason they're not talking is because they're so busy.
Yeah.
And they are doing, they're covering all the corners. But I think definitely keeping them in your thoughts and prayers, because it's rainy, it's cold, and I know that they've been out.
Yeah.
They've
been out. Several been out. Robert is very near and dear to the Salem Crossing family. He is one of our employees, and we've had lots of staff members, including myself, have been out doing individual searches, just trying to find anything anywhere. And so we want to keep the family and friends of Robert in our prayers, and pray that we find something soon, because it's been very heartbreaking for all involved. So we want to find him quickly.
Well, and I know there's been a lot of your team, Salem Crossing, who's gone out.
Yeah.
What a wonderful.
The managers, us managers have gone out and searched. The floor staff, the CNAs, nurses have gone out and searched, and we're just trying to remain vigilant in successfully finding Robert.
Right. Well, they've done, they've got specialists coming in. They've got drones they've been doing, and I think they're, trying to do everything possible. But
I know they've had boats, they've had horses, they've had drones, they've had people on foot.
Yeah.
I know they are taking measures, and just sometimes it's hard to be patient when we're not getting results as quickly as we want. So we just need to remain patient and trust that he will be found soon.
Yeah. Right. So I just kind of wanted to kind of give an update on that, and we'll try to keep everybody updated as much as possible. But really, there's just I think the best thing as a community, and I don't ever want to discourage if you have that in your heart, and that to go out and look. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But also, I think one thing that we could do big is pray.
Yes, we need to keep the family and friends lifted up in prayer. And, one of the things that this community is so good at is coming together and supporting those that need supported most right now.
Right.
And there's individuals that need a lot of our support and prayer right now, and we need to keep them lifted up for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, I just wanted to give kind of a report on that. If Eric Mills gets a chance, he might call in, but he said that he was going to be extremely busy this morning.
And I know that they've been posting and asking for the public's help. If anybody knows anything,
I know.
If anybody sees anything, anybody hears anything, anybody knows anything, please get in touch with Eric and the police department and let them know any little tip to try to find Robert.
Well, and that's where I feel like when as community members, there's more of us than there is of them. So, if more eyes, can see or say or see something, say something or something, just anything, it could be that you could help.
Right. And obviously nobody wants to impede with any progress, but we want to be helpful.
Absolutely.
To the progress.
Right.
So.
Right. All right. So we'll try to keep everyone up to date on that, and Holly, I appreciate your information on that too. So. All right, we are moving along to the 21st day of November. Today it's called Ascalado Day. It looks like a moose.
Really?
Ascalado.
Oh, it does look like a moose.
I've never heard of that. I
haven't either.
Wonder if that's like a different name for moose. That looks like what I have, a moose head in my living room. That looks like what I have.
Yeah.
The moose.
It does look like a moose.
This is also Stand Up to Bullying Day.
100%.
Yeah,
every
absolutely.
day.
Gotta
I
stop
don't
that.
like bullying.
No.
You know.
And bullying can be so many different forms.
Yep.
You know,
Mhm.
just making someone feel less than,
Yep.
those are things that you just
Yep.
got to really, be conscious of.
I've seen way too many kids hurt with bullying.
Absolutely.
Way
Yeah.
too many.
Right. False confession day. How about that? Ooh, National Cranberry Day.
Yes.
Cranberries. Yeah.
I'm gonna hopefully, I'm gonna try to make some cranberry strawberry, make like a Christmas jam.
I knew
this
there was a
weekend.
jam. I knew the
Yeah.
word jam was coming in.
Yeah,
I
I'm
knew
gonna try
that
to
was
make a
coming in
Christmas
solid.
jam this weekend if I can.
Mm.
After I get my trees put together.
Yum, yum, yum,
Yeah.
yum. But it is funny though. I was talking about this the other day. Cranberries are that one thing though on the table that I don't think anybody's too upset if they just come from the can.
No, I
I
mean
mean that's one
I
thing you
just
can
love
get
the
by.
regular.
Don't you feel like that you can get by with that?
I grew up on my life with just the jellied cranberry sauce that plops out of the can and you slice it up and it's the best thing ever.
But
I have made my though last year and then this year also making my aunt's homemade cranberry relish that has the nuts and the apples and it's like almost like a salad almost, but it's it's so good.
Oh, it sounds delicious. Yeah.
Yummy.
But I just think it's funny because like everything else, like, we want like everything real, I mean, we want it, cooked for hours and all that. But cranberries, you can, like you just said, you can plop it out of a bowl and it's good.
It is so good.
That's what my group,
It is so good. And you can, if you're using those leftover turkeys the next day, like get you a good piece of bread, put some turkey on it and some dressing, leftover dressing, stuffing, whatever you call it, and then spread some cranberry sauce on it. Great sandwich.
Well, we were talking, okay, Holly, this is funny. We were talking about this yesterday. Okay. Do you remember on Friends? It was called the Moist Maker sandwich that Ross had to have. And that's why Heinz came out with a squeezed gravy.
Oh, okay.
And so it was funny because after I left here later yesterday, I was at Walmart and this lady came up and she said, I'm looking for that squeezed gravy, the Heinz, because it's limited. I think they've sold out. But it's and the reason it was invented was for the leftover sandwiches more so, to squeeze on. So you would, because what, if you remember, let me go back to Friends for anybody. I'm a huge Friends fan. So what the difference with the Moist Maker was they took a piece of bread and soaked it in gravy, and then put it in the middle, which made the moist sandwich, which sounds delicious, right?
But you can just go buy a cheap squeeze bottle.
Yeah.
For $1 and pour your leftover gravy in it and still do the same thing, right?
Look at you.
You can do it.
Over there? Hallelujah. The light just came on.
You don't have to buy it.
The spotlight is shining on Holly over here.
You can just make your own squeeze gravy.
Oh.
No big deal.
Look at that. Problem solved. There.
Who cares if they're sold out? You're not.
That's right. You can do it.
Yeah.
There's always, I get around.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, I get that. I love that. Get around it and do it.
That's right.
Do it yourself. Make it happen.
Exactly.
I love that. Yeah. So National Cranberry Day. Ooh, National Gingerbread Day.
Oh, yum.
We tried to make a gingerbread house the other day, and ooh.
I don't tend to do well with those at all.
Temple & Temple is one of our sponsors. I'll leave that to them to build houses, okay? Maybe gingerbread houses are more up my speed, but I'm telling you right now, I even have trouble with that. Here's my dad always said, what separates the boys from the men is the roof.
Yeah.
Right?
I what I see too though is when you buy the kits, okay, because the gingerbread kits are really big. To buy. But the royal icing that's in the kits is super stiff and dry.
Thank you.
And so you're talking about, and when you make your own royal icing or you have fresh royal icing, it's softer, and so you can work with it easier. You try putting the packaged royal icing on it, and you're like trying to squeeze out old Elmer's glue that's been stuck in there for 2 years.
Yeah. So I do.
I think that's why the prefab gingerbread houses aren't always successful, because that royal icing isn't what I'm used to working with.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. I know. I get that. And it's funny because the reference that I'm making when my dad was talking, he was talking about a real building. You know what I mean? He was talking about a real building. You know, we were talking about, and he said when they put the roof on, that's, you know, separates the boys from the men, because that's a huge part.
Huge. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then it's funny that here I am making a gingerbread house, and that comes to my mind, and it's true. And then that's when the roof caved in and the truth came out. My sides were not ready.
Yes. Yes.
My sides were not holding. You know, I mean, did not hold my roof.
I get it.
The struggle is real.
It is.
So, and one time I did, it was a masterpiece, gingerbread. I did the house, I did the whole little village. Everything was just so good. So I'm loading it up in the car, and I have like a cardboard. It's like heavy cardboard ready to go. I'm taking it to somewhere. And so I'm going in, I'm loading up the kids. Okay. So while I have the door open, the Great Dane eats it.
No.
He did. He ate every bit of my gingerbread house. Knocked it down, ate it, and
oh no.
And then what's funny, this has been years ago before, like I didn't take a photo of that. So it was just like, my word, I promise. It was good.
See, I've done gingerbread houses before, but I like my charcuterie board houses that you make out of food, because then it don't matter how soon they fall down, because you're eating it anyway, right? You remember the one that I made? It had like the salami roof as the shingles.
Gosh, I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
I can't get off that one, the Halloween one.
Halloween
Okay, yes,
one.
the Halloween one.
Yeah.
That was like, I wanted to take that to some kind of a Disney or Universal Studio would have paid for that. They would have, yeah, they would have. That was
too kind.
No, that was too good. That was, yeah. I still can't get that visual out of my head. But yeah, I forgot about the house you made with that. Yeah. Now that's the way to go, because we would rather, our group likes food.
The savory.
Yeah, the savory. Yeah, more so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
me too.
That's cool. Okay. So, Eric Mills did write back. I'm getting ready to go out with the search team, so I'll be out walking. Sorry, I'll definitely keep updated with any new details. Okay.
Thank you so much for all y'all are doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm gonna send him a thank you, and then also a prayer, because we'll be praying for all of you. So
stay safe.
Yeah, stay safe. Yeah. So so they're out there doing it. And I know when I talked with him last night late, he was out. They were still out. So they're doing. So all right. Going back, hang on, where were we at? National Gingerbread House, National Red Mitten Day.
My grandma used to always get me mittens.
Aww.
And I remember when I went off to college to Ball State for the first time. Of course, Ball State's very cold in the winters.
Very cold.
Like the wind just goes right through you. And she had this huge pair of mittens in her drawer. I mean, I remember seeing them now. They were navy blue, like they were the warmest things ever. And she got them out of her drawer and she gave them to me, and she said, "You're going to need these."
Aww.
And I did.
No doubt. Yeah. Well, you were her mitten kitten.
Yeah. That's right.
I love that. Aww. Yeah. I have some mittens, you know. Now when I'm doing like my outdoor activities, sledding and building snowman, I don't really want a mitten.
Right.
But just like to go out or do, I love little mittens. You know what I mean? Yeah. You don't have to worry about trying to get your fingers, each finger in a.
Well, if you get the mittens that have like that fold back, that way you can have your gloves.
Yes.
Where you can move your fingers, or the mittens cover over it.
Yeah, I love it. So cute. All right, National Stuffing Day. Oh, I love stuffing. I do.
Yum yum. And again, I know this is bad. Okay.
Okay.
But
here we go.
I can do just as well with a box stuffing mix.
Okay.
Like I like the name brand stuffing mix. I like the herbs and seasonings that's in it, and it tastes really good to me. So I can do that just like I can the canned cranberry sauce. But obviously, the grandma's stuffing takes the cake. But
well, that's what I do.
Yeah,
I do make the homemade, which they ask me, which okay, my big thing is I put too much sage. Remember my
Oh,
family? Yes, they hid the sage from me.
Yes.
Yes, and I do. And it was so funny because I actually saw this huge bottle of sage and I thought, do I need that? I need
Have
to.
them taste as you go along.
I know they do. And yes, you know,
Then you just need to listen
but
to
I do.
them.
But I do. I like it. I like it kind of sagey. I'm not mad,
You
about
can
it.
always add sage to the top of yours.
Yeah,
For
true.
the extra sage.
I've cut back. I mean, I've cut back. Okay, so
And
I got the message.
Some of my family really like oyster dressing. My daddy used to love oyster dressing. I do not. But then again, I'm not a seafood person.
Mhm.
The sight of oysters, I just look away. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
I just can't handle the oyster dressing, but some of my family really love it.
Yeah, I've never made oyster dressing.
Mhm.
I know, yeah, that it's out there, but
Yeah.
I just make the traditional, yes, and it's the homemade. But it's funny because they said, make sure you do I can't. Do we say stuffing or dressing? Now that I don't remember which we say now.
Well, it depends, right? Because if you put it inside of the turkey cavity, it's a stuffing,
Okay.
right? But if you do it in a dish, it's a casserole, right?
Dressing. Yeah. So
Right?
mine would be dressing.
I
Yeah.
mean, I think that's the difference.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It sounds right to me. So
But I have cut back on my sage.
Okay,
So
good.
yeah, sage is still. Yeah.
Just put a little shaker of sage next to you,
Yeah.
so you can add some. You can add some of your own sage to it.
Yeah. One time it was almost like green. It was so much
my
sage.
goodness.
I know. I'm like, oh, more sage, no sage. All right. Yeah. My family said no sage November.
I love it.
All right. Pumpkin pie day. Oh, love pumpkin pie.
I've already made my pumpkin pies. They're in the freezer ready.
And you put some Cool Whip on that?
Uh-huh. Well,
or
I
Ready
prefer
Whip.
I prefer Ready Whip.
Ready Whip.
Yeah.
And that's where you
squirt it out of a can.
Oh, that's what yes. Well, you have to do that because then everybody opens their mouth and you like baby birds. And you have to, no, my group loves that.
But some of my family prefer the Cool Whip, but I prefer the Ready Whip.
I like the Ready Whip.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something about that can.
Yes.
I know. And you can make it really cute. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
really cute.
Decorate it a little bit.
I love that. World Hello Day. Hello.
Well, hello.
Hello. Well, hello.
Well, hello.
I feel like Wicked. Well, hello. World Television Day. Yay.
Yes.
All right. Wonderful. This has been Education Week. We'll see here. Road Safety Week, which, oh my goodness, we really want to encourage everyone because with the rain, the leaves, and the deer.
Oh, yeah.
It's all out there.
It is
triple threat out there. Just
it is.
Please be extremely careful. And, and that road can get so slick. I've seen, and then of course we've had a lot of water and, a lot of hydroplaning, out there.
Well, and I think it was Wednesday when we were out doing searches, we seen a ton of deer. And then I came along 3 huge turkeys. And I'm like, what is going on, guys? Like, you all need to be hiding right now. Like, it's almost Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And it's deer season. So you might need to run.
Yes, right? Yeah. You got a lot going on. You got hunters out there doing, And
we also seen a beautiful bald eagle.
Oh.
Yeah. So pretty. I love bald eagles. Sorry.
I do too.
Squirrel.
No. You have that's one of those moments, I'm
breathtaking.
Oh, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't they just
lovely?
Everything. Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
I love that. How much do you think a Thanksgiving dinner can impact your health? Okay, do you want to know? Do we really want to know?
Well,
I don't know.
If I'm cooking, it's probably going to impact it pretty well because, butter is my middle name during holiday season. Butter.
I always have the twins. I call them the twins, butter and sugar. They're going to show up. The twins are going to show up.
Exactly.
I know. Well, we're less than a week away from Thanksgiving. If you've ever wondered how much that one big meal can impact your health, several doctors weighed in on the topic. Okay. Here's the good news. For the average person, it's very unlikely that one giant unhealthy meal is going to negatively impact your long-term health. Yay! They're telling us what we want to hear.
Yay! Loving it.
I was going to try to edit that out if it wasn't what we wanted to hear, right?
Yay!
Right? There are some exceptions for maybe like if you have to watch your sodium intake or your sugar,
I'm bad when it comes to the holidays and cooking. Like, again, butter, sugar, salt, bacon grease. It's all getting used.
Yeah.
It's all getting used.
I know. There's some recipes we were talking about the other day that you just don't really want to know what's in it. Like, okay, like I'm somewhere like, and I'm eating something just ridiculously good.
Mhm.
And they'll say, oh, and they start telling me, don't tell me the ingredients. I do not need to know how much, you know what I mean, is in this. You know what I mean? Just let me just eat it. You know what I mean?
Just everything in moderation. Eat well on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You got the rest of the weekend to eat healthy.
There you go.
know?
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Preach it, Holly. That's exactly right. Yeah.
Enjoy it with your family.
Yeah.
Eat good and enjoy it for a
Right.
day.
Yeah.
If you can.
Well, and allow yourself to enjoy that.
Yes.
Allow yourself to
Mhm.
enjoy that, and then and then you can get back on the wagon. Just it's not gonna.
Because many hands have prepared that food for you.
Look at that.
Enjoy it. Let them know by eating their food how much you appreciate their
Yeah.
hard work and effort in
Yeah.
making you a great Thanksgiving meal.
Right.
It's all about the family.
I think of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Eat, Papa. Eat, Papa. Remember,
Eat, Papa. Eat.
remember Mrs. Claus was
Mrs.
trying to
Claus,
get him
yeah.
to fit in his
Yeah.
pants. Eat, Papa.
Yes. Yes. Love it.
All right. Okay, so here's what it's saying, except for people that have, serious conditions like, so that's exactly right. But you just have to, I feel like, learning to work with that,
Mhm.
but a little indigestion or heartburn might be uncomfortable, but it should pass quickly with not long lasting effects. Okay. So
Just take the nap at that time, right? What's better
oh,
than an
don't
after
even.
Thanksgiving meal nap? So good.
But
But my childhood memories, it was always after the meal. My grandma and all the aunts, they were all doing all the cleanup, right? All the cleanup, putting everything away, cleaning everything, washing all. They were doing all that, and the kids were usually sent outside to play, and the men were all in the living room. Every one of them with their heads back, mouths wide open, just taking their nap.
Taking their snore.
their
That's
nap.
right. Yeah. Yeah. Comfy. Yeah.
Good memories.
But I love the time, like, okay, don't get me wrong, I think the coziness sitting there would be fun. But I love the time in the kitchen when there's a lot,
Yeah.
everybody helping like
Yeah.
clean up.
Yes.
That's just such a bonding time, don't you feel?
Because you have people clearing the table, clearing the the dishes. One person's washing, one person's drying, somebody's putting them away.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting if you have a tablecloth, somebody's getting the tablecloth in the washer. It's just like everybody pitches in and does what needs to be done.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that's a fun time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it can be, like it can be also like at church too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a church event,
Yeah.
when everybody's working together. I love that. Yeah.
Or your work family.
Oh, yeah. Your work family, absolutely. Yeah.
I love my work family.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're good. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got a good team. Okay, so some of the potentially more serious issues from Thanksgiving dinner can come from things like if you are drinking excessive amounts of alcohol. That doesn't happen at mine.
You got to eat everything in moderation. Yeah. I don't care if somebody wants to have a drink, but everything in moderation. Don't let alcohol ruin your celebration.
Right, exactly. Or improper food handling practices.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Did they just say that?
Yeah.
We were high on the mountain and now we're down in the valley. Did they? Ooh, I don't want to think about that, right? No.
I mean, I guess we need to.
No.
But...
No.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
That just,
Holly, I know.
Yuck.
I know.
That put yuck in my brain.
I know. I'm sorry. We got to go back up on the mountain, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But it's
everybody's washing their hands. Everybody's preparing their food according to good food handling guidelines.
That's right.
Everything's happening the way it should be.
Exactly. Absolutely. Yes. It's also worth taking into account the positive health effects of enjoying a meal together with family and friends. There's plenty of research that links being social with positive health impacts, and that's what Thanksgiving should be about.
Mm-hmm. I got a question for you that just popped in my head.
Okay.
So I heard this, it's a couple weeks ago. There's chicken, raw chicken. Okay, do you wash or not wash your raw chicken before you prepare it?
I wash it.
Okay, I always do too. But I was watching something the other day, and they said that if you wash your chicken, you could be spreading germs more because the splash from the water could be splashing up like on your counters or your stuff or whatever. And so that raw chicken juice is splashing everywhere and you don't even know it. Where if you didn't wash it and you just cooked it, like it's going to be at such a high degree of temperature, it's going to kill whatever is in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I found that interesting because I always
Yes.
wash my chicken.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
But then I started thinking about raw chicken juice splattering up on me, and I'm like, well, that is an interesting thought.
I know.
That is
And
an interesting
I
thought.
guess I never really thought that, like, I don't know that I like turn that water on so
high.
yeah, or it's so high that it's like splashing.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just have a little bit that I'm just like, I feel like it's under control.
And usually I'm washing my sink out anyway. But
Yeah, absolutely.
It made me think. It
Yeah.
just made me think.
Right.
You
Well,
know?
I always try to, after I deal with chicken, my sink, I try to kind of disinfect it. Yeah. Kind of do that anyway. Right. Isn't that right?
But I usually have mine in like a bowl or something like that, like the chicken in a bowl. But I don't know. It just made me wonder, well, does anybody else wash their chickens? Or
Yeah.
do they not?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I've got some fun things to talk about this morning, but okay. If you're hosting Thanksgiving, here are the top 5 things to make your home perfect for it.
Okay.
Okay. I love this. Okay. A new poll looked at the top things that make a home perfect for hosting Thanksgiving. And yeah, having enough space is very important. But let's go. Okay. Number 1, a big kitchen. 92% said it would make them more willing to host if they have a big kitchen.
I've already told my family this year that Thanksgiving at my house is going to be very cozy.
I love that.
Like, I will probably have enough seat because I have one big space, kitchen, dining room, living room. It's all one space.
I think a lot of people do. Yeah.
And I have enough seats, but it's going to be very cozy.
Okay.
Like, we're going to be elbow to elbow cozy. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Let's put a pin in that. Okay. For a second. Okay. We're going to go back to this. Okay. When you talk about a chair, okay, if you have, okay, like they have these like big chairs that will seat 2, but it's not necessarily like a big love seat.
Right.
Okay. I have trouble with those. Not saying they're not pretty or whatever, but 2 people will not sit on those because everybody gives each other room. Does that make sense? Like, so when you're looking at your furniture and you need to see like, okay, so yes, that's a big chair and it it's advertised that it can seat 2, but is there really going to be 2 people sitting on that? Do you know what I'm saying?
You'd probably have to. I mean, I can see 2 people still sitting on it. Because they could be like some of the kids doing it or whatever. Like, yeah. And you can also count, like, if you have footstools, like your chairs or whatever, you got a footstool, that's still a place where somebody can sit.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's just interesting. Like, okay, like most couches, like
seat 3.
That's what I was going to say. Most people, so you got, yes. And I'm talking about like, I know there's exceptions, like, everybody let's sit in the living room or something like that, or you're gathering around, you'll maybe be a little more shoulder to shoulder, maybe put 4 on the couch or whatever. But typically your couches have 3. I always do this. I'm trying to figure out, like you said, how many can actually sit in one room, right?
Yes.
And then like you said, if you have a footstool, but the chairs that are like supposed to be bigger like that, I don't feel like
I feel 2 kids.
Well, right. Exactly. But the kids don't even mind going to the floor.
Okay, yeah,
if there's pillows and stuff like that. But for adults, then that's where I feel like then that would be where you would get another like couch. Like, okay, like let's use a small love seat, only necessarily get 2 out of it. If you go a little bit longer with that, then you could put a 3rd person there.
Well, and I also,
I'm telling you right now, does this go through anybody else's mind?
It does. Sometimes though, I have to, because I'm already thinking about it, because I'm thinking I have enough for just enough, but then I had another family call and say, hey, I think we want to come.
I was going to say, absolutely.
Okay, where am I going to come up with 5 more seats at? Because I had just enough. So I think what I'm going to do is move 2 of my chairs like closer forward towards the TV. And I have table and folding chairs out in the garage, so I can bring those in. Again, it's going to be elbow to elbow comfy. Cozy.
Yeah, but I like that. I wouldn't have any problem with that at all.
Yeah.
I like it. You know what I mean? We're all here together and everybody. No, I don't have any problem with that at all. Especially when, it's hard to get everybody together.
Yes.
And sometimes, like our family, somebody extra will come, and I'm not even mad about that. That's great. You know what I mean? Because
you don't want to turn anybody away.
Oh no. And the more the better. And let's, I love the fellowship, and I love the and bringing, when you don't have such a, maybe a huge area there you're talking about, Holly, that'll make more people have to talk, meaning, and
I don't mind standing, because most of the time anyway, by the time I get
Yeah.
done serving, that, like, I'm always serve myself last, right? And by the time I'm done cooking, and I want to make sure everybody gets their plate, and I'm just so wired for sound
yeah,
on making sure it's a good meal,
right,
that usually I'm not even that hungry anyway.
yeah,
And I'll just stand and I'll flutter and
Yeah,
go here and there
yeah,
and
yeah.
everywhere.
or see what somebody needs. Yeah, I
Right,
like to
like,
do that too.
and
yeah.
then start getting out desserts and making sure the desserts are ready for them to dip. I'm constantly doing that.
Yeah.
Well,
there's always something to do.
always, always. Oh,
I love it. But I do think about like the furniture, on how. But I think honestly, what is wrong? I don't mind even going to the floor. You know what I'm saying? Give me a good blanket and a
right.
pillow.
Something I need to work on this
Give me
year,
pillows.
because I'm so bad at, okay, the meal's done, the dessert's done, and then I start divvying up food. Like, who wants to take this home? Who wants to take this home? And I immediately start doing that. This year I'm going to try to make a special effort just to be in the moment.
I told you, the Mary and Martha.
Just to be in
Read
the
that.
moment.
Read that.
Yeah.
Read that story, Mary and Martha, and
Yeah.
and you'll want to become. I get so confused on which one's which, but you're going to want that person that is going to be in the moment. And I told
Yeah.
you that's why I'm sorry, and I'm not. I love Mother Earth. I try to support Mother Earth, but I use plastic and throwaway.
Yeah.
Because I was that person that tried to do dishes, and I was running around, you know what I mean, and people would be saying stuff. I'd be like, what did they say?
Yeah.
You got to listen. What is it? Go around repeating gossip. You got to listen to the first time. What is that? Hee haw. Remember?
Yeah.
Go around. I mean, you're gonna, you know what I mean. You got to listen to the first time. Nobody wants to repeat that,
Right.
And so I much rather would be in there enjoying. And Holly, that's
Well, and I again, I'm going to try to make a special effort to do that
Absolutely.
this year, because I'm usually the one that's just like go, 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 go.
Yep.
And I'm going to try to make a special effort to rake in the memories this year.
I'm gonna have you screenshot me. You're gonna no, you really are, where you're sitting and what you're doing, and I want to see family behind you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, yes, you better be, yes, you best to be sitting somewhere, or you know what I mean, yes, because I think it's true. What we learned with even like events, when you put on an event, when you put on anything, or when you host something, sometimes you just don't get to be that part. And we've learned that that's where you need to be. You need to enjoy the moments of the events or of the parts.
Right.
And I'm as guilty as you. I mean,
and it's like I'm too busy being
you want everything just perfect when it's
want
already
everything
perfect.
and
But it's already perfect, Holly.
Right.
I mean, you've already got everybody there. That's the ultimate goal. You know what I mean? Everybody being together.
Like, I just feel like I go in almost like a caterer mode.
I know.
Where I'm the caterer.
Well, I get that.
I
I think
instead of being the hostess.
Yes. No, I think we all have a tendency to do that, and that's easy to be done. You know what I mean? I'm the one, once everybody gets sit down, what do you want to drink? I'll bring your drinks to you. I get all that. I'm that person too. I get that. But and that's okay, to do it for a while, but then we also have to take the time to enjoy those people.
Yeah.
That's why the whole purpose is for everybody coming together to fellowship and to be.
I'm going to work on that this year.
Yeah, I want a photo sent to me. I'm not going to have, I'm in the living room. Don't text me that. I want a photo. I want to see. I want to see the bum sitting. Okay, I want to see your bum in a seat somewhere. Okay.
I'm going to work on it.
All right.
Okay. No promises. I'm going to work on it.
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to work on mine too.
I want to see your sage shaker next to you.
Yeah. You'll see. They hide it from me. Telling you. All right. Okay. So, So these are things that make your a great hosting place. Okay. We talked about a big kitchen, a big living room, and if it's not, just make it work. It'll work. A big dining room. I'm not even mad. Whatever you got to do. You know what I mean, to accommodate. I've seen people very creative on things. And not even mad about that. Number 4, at least one extra bathroom. If you only have one, it will be a lot.
It'll be a lot. Yeah.
And everybody has to go at once.
Yes.
especially women, right?
Right?
We have to go together.
Yes.
No, I don't think so much at home, but I think, when you're out.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's see here. Number 5, outdoor space. To hang out in or to prevent the kids from being too loud indoors. I love when the weather cooperates
Yes.
and those kids can get out.
Because if that's like,
Oh,
I have garage space and outdoor, like I have all that as long as the weather is cooperating,
exactly.
you know.
And the thing I love, because and I our family, and there's not just us, but like we have a lot of energy,
Mhm.
you know, and it's so good when we can burn that energy off. You know what I
Right.
mean? Get out and get moving. We are
Right.
movers.
Mhm. Movers and shakers.
And when I can open that door and those kids, it's like opening a gate. Boom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
when the weather cooperates like that, which I hope, you know what I mean? And some of our best Christmases, which we've had warm Christmases,
Mhm.
which I don't get me wrong, I do love a white Christmas. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I love all that.
It's the only
But
day of the year I want it to be
I know.
completely
But
white.
boy, when we have those warm ones and those children can get out and get moving, you know what I mean? And then they come back and they have red faces, but they've ran and they've
Yeah.
played,
Yeah.
and then they have to eat again,
Then it's dessert time.
Yep, exactly. So I do love that. So an outdoor space is nice too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and also for anybody, I'm a little bit like out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, I mean, we get like that, don't
Yeah.
we?
Out.
Out.
Out. On
Out.
the other side of the bar.
That's right.
The island. Get over
No
there.
touchy. No touchy.
This
Get
is a
back. Get
divided
back.
island. That's your side. This is my side.
Exactly. Absolutely. Also, an extra bedroom just missed the top 5, and a double oven ranked 7. Half the people looking to buy a house said being able to host big events like Thanksgiving is a factor for them. I watch a lot of home shows, which I love. Haven't lately, but I do like to watch them. And I hear a lot of couples say that they want like a big area to host family events. So I think that's something that a lot of people looking for houses put that in.
Absolutely.
So number 1, a big kitchen. Number 2, a big living room. Number 3, a big dining room. Number 4, at least one extra bathroom. And number 5, outdoor space. So, and then of course, an extra bedroom just missed it by the top 5. So, so number 6, I guess. But I think that whatever you have, it'll work.
Make it work.
Make it work. Yeah, I'm not, so I think that if you don't have it, it's okay. Make it work. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fine. And getting everybody together, So also something that you will notice when you gather with some of the kids, they'll be talking about 6-7. 6-7. 6-7.
Don't.
Holly
have a clue what you're
Thompson.
talking about.
You have not been at my house, okay?
No.
Okay. Well, the kids say, especially it seems like, I'm not saying high schoolers don't, but middle schoolers are really at 6-7, and so it's funny. So Carrie Underwood, which I love Carrie Underwood, has a solution for kids who stop saying 6-7 nonstop. Okay, so it's stop saying 6-7. She said every time the kids say 6-7, we have to immediately say 5309, which is sung by, remember, 8675309. That was ours. But it's supposed to be, I don't know, the way I understand it, it's I'll kind of explain it after.
I've never heard of it.
Okay, well, you can Google it. They say 6-7, and like my group says it all the time. I mean, every moment. Oh, anytime for some reason, if something is, if they see the numbers or something, it's 6. Okay. So I won't keep saying that for our listeners out there. Okay. Okay. So anyway, if you have someone that's been shielded from hearing 6-7, which consider yourself lucky. Consider yourself very lucky, okay? Somehow it became dictionaries.com 2025 word of the year, even though it's not even a word. So it did come, I guess, dictionary.com. A new promo for American Idol, a contestant mentioned 6-7, and Carrie didn't miss a beat. She said, "Here's how to stop that. I have the cure." She broke into, every time you hear 6-7, immediately say 5309. I'm going to do that. I am going to do that. I'm going to do that. Right? That is so funny.
Yeah.
She went on to say that if we all band together and do that, it will stop. It's going to take us all. We all have to do that. Okay. I love this so much. I like it. It makes annoying the kids. See, because they kind of do it. I don't want to. Okay. It's kind of annoying.
But you know,
It's cute though, but it's
anytime
annoying.
kids get stuck with their little phrases and they say it over and over and over and over again. Right now it's 6, 7. You know, years back it was something else. Later on it'll be something else.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
whenever they get stuck on their favorite phrases, you're just looking at them like, can you please stop?
Oh, I
Just
know.
stop.
I know.
please.
I know. And
If I hear that word one more time, just
oh,
stop.
and I think, you know, the teachers are they're the ones. Those our school teachers are hearing it a lot. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah.
So I feel for them. But anyway, okay, so you throw it back at them instead of, you know, instead of saying don't say it, just throw it back at them. 5309, and then
Yeah.
that's gonna mess with them. They're not
Yeah.
gonna like that.
Right.
See, because then you're throwing it back at them. So what Carrie Underwood's saying,
Okay.
instead of like telling them to stop, just throw it back, and
Mhm.
then they'll think that's somewhat obnoxious or whatever,
Right.
and then that problem solved.
Okay.
So I guess you
Hopefully
can,
it doesn't become a problem in my house.
yeah. I love it.
Maybe my daughter can explain it to
Well,
me.
explain. Okay, hang on. So tonight, when you go home, Holly. Okay, I've got a homework. I want you to just, okay, in front of her. I want you to go 6, 7, and watch her reaction,
Okay.
because she's going to flip. She is going to flip that you say that. Just please promise me.
Okay.
And then yes,
6, 7.
6, 7.
Okay.
Yeah. If she will flip it, you know that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you can watch the American Idol. It returns on Monday, January the 26th. Carrie is heading into her second season of an Idol judge, which she is celebrating 20 years since she won season four back in 2005. So I love the idea, and so she's saying that when they say it, just say 5309. Love that. So good, well played, Carrie Underwood.
Well played.
Well played. But I do want the full story of you doing that in front of your family.
6, 7. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look
it's
it up.
supposed to be. I hate to say it. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's okay to say it's. Well, just read it. Read it for yourself. Yeah, it'll make sense. Yeah, yeah. If you want to read it out loud, that's fine. Yeah, but it's not bad. It's just like,
So 6, 7 can have several meanings depending on the context, including a recent internet slang term for a vague or non-committal response, an old idiom for confusion or a reference to specific things like a height of 6, 7. In slang, it is a nonsensical sound often used to frustrate adults or signal belonging, with multiple possible origins like a song or battle between. I don't know. It's still not making sense. Nonsensical makes sense to me.
But it's funny because they don't have to make sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
Think of the age, especially
a response that can mean so-so. So why not just say so-so? Say
Yeah.
6, 7. Just
Yeah.
say so-so.
Yeah, you're doing the
Maybe
hands. You even
this,
got the
maybe
hands
that.
going. Exactly. 6, 7. You guys got the hands going. You are
Yeah.
ready for it, Holly. You got to do this
6,
tonight.
7. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. I'd rather be like so-so, or
Oh, I love it. No,
maybe this or maybe that. I don't know.
it's so funny. Yeah,
I'm
so.
sure my parents. I know my parents had their own frustrations with mine.
No, mine. I mean, absolutely. The things that we did, Holly, get out. I mean, come on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our slang, they probably rolled their eyes at us too. So
yeah, and I have so many words that just Beckyism that just like
Beckyism.
Just words that, you know what I mean?
I just make up words.
I do. I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
I know. It's just, yeah. Okay.
So I won't be here next Friday, remember?
Oh, I know. Oh, yes. Okay, hang on. So we got Thursday, Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So we actually okay, so this is going to be fun. So the next week is going to be fun because Wednesday, Brad and I are going to go over to Walmart and we're going to show like some of the Thanksgiving. We're going to go run Walmart. But before we actually do anything, East Washington School Corporation is coming, Veronica Lindley, and going to announce who's going to be playing the parts in Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
So we're going to be huge announcements.
Wow.
Like they've got like so many, like 100 kids that are coming out for all of these parts.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
I know. And then they'll start working on it. It'll be in the spring.
Yeah.
But we're going to do the announcing of who. Isn't that exciting?
That's exciting.
I know. So we're going to do that Wednesday, and then Thursday Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
And then Friday, I'm going to have you call in because you're going to be everywhere, right?
Everywhere like a visa.
I know.
As certain someone you say, everywhere like a visa.
I love that. I love that. That's hilarious. Yeah. That's funny. That is great. That is great. Yeah. And you've even got an outfit. You're ready.
You know, we've got our outfit.
I know.
Already done.
I've got it real quick. A blast from the past. A few years ago, you're out and about, and you call me. And you call me during coffee club. I have to set the scene. So I'm excited to get the call, and I'm like, "Where are you at?" You say, like, "Hold on a moment," and you're in the drive-thru. So I'm listening to you at the drive-thru at White Castle. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm thinking you've been up all night long. To me, my would be a crave case. You know what I mean? And you say, one. I'm like, what? One White Castle.
One White Castle.
Who does that? I'm like, I know she's lost it. You've completely lost it. You've completely slap happy lost it.
But you have to remember, Black Friday shopping has changed since COVID.
Well, that is true.
Pre-COVID,
yeah,
we started like Thanksgiving evening, like Thanksgiving meal. We ate. We're looking at ads, planning our route. Left Thanksgiving evening, hit the stores because a lot of like JCPenney would open at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Christmas evening.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we would start 5 o'clock Thanksgiving night, and we were going to like noon on Friday the next day.
Right.
So a lot of times those ordering the one White Castle is delirium.
Yeah, no, I think you were just completely slap happy. I think you were just out there. Yeah, I don't think you even knew.
Now with post-COVID, we don't start shopping till Friday morning.
Okay.
So
you got a little more.
It's different.
Yeah, it's a different.
I've had to adjust.
Yes.
And I miss pre-COVID ways. I'm just going to say.
I know that.
I miss going to Starbucks at 3 in the morning and getting my Starbucks coffee with double espresso shots and half a cup of cream and half a cup of sugar in it.
Oh, I know. Yeah, and like you would check in with me, and you were like, it was so funny. You were all over the map.
Because it's not.
Well, and then I think you would go back and like unload and go back.
Yes, because back then my children were very small.
Okay,
so,
yeah, absolutely.
I did more shopping
for
them when they were smaller because they wanted the bigger toys, whatever. But so it was different then because I'm shopping for my small children, and it's just different back then. Where now, I go for just the fun and experience, which I know is crazy.
No,
but like most of my big Christmas shopping, I'm already done.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's not like I'm going out to really buy everybody's Christmas presents.
Right. I knew that.
I'm pretty much already done with my Christmas shopping as we sit here today.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I go out Black Friday shopping, it's like going just shopping with a friend.
Yes.
Like that's what it's about, the experience and wearing the matching outfit and just the feel of the holidays, the buzz, the buzz,
the vibe,
and eating breakfast out and eating lunch out and just being together. It's like, it's another celebratory day almost.
Right.
I don't know how to explain it.
No, I completely get it. And I think that a lot of people get that. I think that's a lot of people understand that. And I'm with you on that. I like just the people.
Yeah.
I like to see and I like to see
love people watching.
I do too.
Love
you know what I mean?
watching.
It just feels like, I don't know, getting, very seasonal.
You're
right?
Just like
you get very much in the season. It's
just getting in the spirit.
Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
Big time. Because like I even miss seeing the long lines behind Toys R Us. Yeah. Like I remember the first year I did Christmas shopping for my daughter's Black Friday shopping, and the line from Toys R Us went from the front door all the way past where like that theater, the theater that's closed down, it was all the way past that. And same with Target, going to Target, because that used to have a lot of what the girls wanted. And the line would be completely wrapped back behind the building, like places you've never even seen before back there. And just even standing in the line, because back then I had my kids help, the older kids help, and we would, it's like, okay, you're going to go get this, you're going to go get this, I'm going to get this, and we're going to meet back up here. And so we'd be making our plan of who's going to grab what, so you didn't miss a Black Friday deal and stuff. And it was just the experience and the joy of doing that together.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. Yeah.
And then, like, after I learned not to do that again, like not to stay in the Toys R Us line again, I would start at a store that had something different, that didn't have as long lines. I'd start there and then make like that my second or third shop, so I didn't have to wait in the long lines.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it changes. It evolves. Black Friday shopping evolves over
I
the
love
years.
it. Love it. Well, 'tis the season.
'Tis the season.
'Tis the season. All right. So, Holly, it's been fun hanging out with you on a Friday morning, and everyone, please stay safe, and we'll keep you hopefully in the know with any updates. And they are working very hard, and I appreciate Eric taking time to even text, because he's very busy. And
keep those prayers coming for Robert,
Absolutely.
please, please,
and his family too.
Yeah.
All right. Let's thank our sponsors this morning.
We'd like to thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rosa's, Fox Pearly Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Marshall Monuments, McAllister Land Consulting, Springer and Springer Insurance, Schneck Hospital, and Temple & Temple. Thanks so much to our sponsors.
All right, everyone, let's have a beautiful weekend. Holly, take care. Okay.
You too.
I'm WSLM's Lauren Mitchell, and it's nice to hear about traditions in the Kentuckiana area. I wanted to tell you about one local business that continues to be thankful for its local customers and community. The tradition was started by Bill and Yvonne Green, and is now carried on by Roger and Joanne Alexander and their family at Mama Rosa's in Salem. Mama Rosa's will be delivering free meals to those in the community who are in need. If you want to volunteer or donate to help this cause, or if you know someone in the community who would enjoy a hot meal, please call 812-883-6296. The restaurant will feature a Thanksgiving-style buffet on Thursday, November 27th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. You'll find lots of food and fellowship with all your favorites: turkey, dressing, mashed potatoes, and all the fixins, plus salad and desserts. The cost is $16 for adults and $8 for children.
Indiana. All Elite Wrestling is bringing you an epic night of professional wrestling as AEW Dynamite invades the Fishers Event Center Wednesday, December 3rd at 7:30 p.m. Fans can expect an action-packed evening featuring AEW's incredible roster of male and female wrestlers. Witness the athleticism, massive personalities, and exciting storylines that have made AEW a sensation. This event will be broadcast on TV.
Or go to rickburgessshow.com. Top of the hour, thank you so much for tuning in to the Rick Burgess Show. Box seats are in, getting settled. We thank y'all all for being here and all the great stuff that y'all brought. Did I see fritters, Greg?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Big as hubcaps.
We got all kind of
Cinnamon bread.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
A lot of stuff in there. We'll kind of get through it. Gary is in the house with us. Eddie Van Adler's over there. You just heard from Greg. Rick continuing to take care of some responsibilities with his immediate family. It's keeping him away from the show. Lord willing, he'll be back with us on Monday. We've looked to the weekend, college football, hunting season cranking up for all.